Emperor Nero.
Silenzio.
Here comes trouble.
Cosa? Ehi. Abbiamo qui.
Aim for something soft.
È la tua fine! Eccoti! Nulla mi sembra familiare. finita!
That's close enough.
Dannazione!
On you go.
Non sei un iniziato! Trovato!
One resilient tree. Fascinating. Huh. That looks like a scepter. Giborim, a nameless crusader. That's a cylinder piece he's holding. The story of a nameless crusader starts here. There's got to be more of these scepters. There's got to be a way to unlock that scepter. Huh. Nothing.
Let's see what this does.
Oh, good. Fire. Better hurry.
Oh boy.
I don't want to get burned. Last one. Right, go through a hole to get this. Looks like another part of the story. Still got it. What do we have here? How do I get that scepter? This sad story ends here. Someone sure loved a good fire puzzle. Poor fellow. Clearly got something wrong. Keys to the Vatican, Shield's Cross, then Apple, Last Serpent. Guess I passed the test. Story continues here. It's not a happy one. There we go. Sword of Ibrahim. Sorry, but I gotta do this. Thanks, big fella.